Hello Warfighters, War is Hell. Welcome to a brand new episode of Arma 3 gameplay. This is going to be Arma 3 Milsim with the Milsim unit Task Force Odin, and this is going to be a fun mission. I'm really excited to show it to you because this will be the first time in a very long time that I will be taking the role of the Arma 3 Zeus. Now, if you're not familiar with what Zeus is and the role, essentially it allows me to interact with the mission in a way that no player has. I can see everything that is going on across the map. I can add additional units. I can take over AI and interact with players. It's really what makes this stuff absolutely awesome. I'll be honest, I feel like I'm a little rusty since I haven't done this in a long time, but I think this is going to be pretty fun. What I'm going to be doing for this mission also is another thing that I haven't ever seen another unit do. I'm not saying that it's never been done or anything like that. But one of the things as far as immersion goes is it's great to be able to interact with people in the game. You guys know that I'm liking the RP side of what Task Force Odin is doing. And sometimes when you have somebody as Zeus who is throwing an accent out there, it can kind of ruin the immersion a little bit. So in that previous mission where we had Captain Akinteros broadcast his radio message, I had somebody from Greece actually say some lines that I was able to put together for that mission, and he's going to be helping out again for this one too. So as I'm giving objectives to Task Force Odin, I'm going to try and take over a civilian and use those lines that he recorded to interact with the players that way. So you'll have an authentic Greek accent to represent somebody from Altis. I think that's going to be pretty cool. So to give you a rundown on what this mission is going to be, I'm going to have Task Force Odin move to a town that's not too far away from our safe house. Again, referring to that mission where Captain Akinteros broadcast his message, there was one town that was able to respond very favorably to what he said, and they have pronounced that they are in open rebellion against the Turkish occupation. Now, Turkish forces have kind of moved around the area because they've been protesting the Turkish occupation and everything like that, and they want to make sure that they secure the area. So I'm sending Task Force Odin in to link up with the mayor and to try and get some objectives from him on what they should do to try and secure the area. But I'll admit, I'm the kind of Zeus that likes to throw in a bunch of surprises in there and kind of change things up to keep people on their toes and see how they react. So I might not be too honest with what I'm giving there for the briefing. Now, I'm going to go ahead, though, and send them on their way. And I'm going to set up a checkpoint. This is going to be the first chance I'll get to interact with them as they're making their approach into the town. I do want to see how they're going to react to seeing an individual there. And I've set it up strategically so they cannot avoid it. So that's what this first part is going to be. As always, guys, I hope you enjoy this mission.
Staff, can you let me know if I'm allowed to blow up these planes?
Will do.
Is that a yes?
He's telling us to stop.
You need to turn around. This area is off limits.
Can do.
Okay, my friend, we go.
Do you have weapons? One of the things that I love about being Zeus is that you get to create the consequences for the players on the ground based off of what they do. Now, I had thought about what type of consequence I was going to give for me spotting weapons because as part of the mission briefing, I told them they want to avoid contact with Turkish forces as much as possible. Don't give them any reason to really suspect that they're going to be causing any trouble and that they are going to be representing guerrilla forces. We don't want Turkey to know that CTRG is here, which is another reason why they're not wearing any of their camouflage or typical uniforms. Now, by me spotting that weapon, that of course breaks what I had told them, but I also realized that as players are sitting inside of these vehicles, they're very limited on how they can sit and what their posture is. Like if your weapon is sticking up, as you're sitting cross-legged, the player can't change that. I didn't want to necessarily penalize them for something that was completely out of their control. And at the same time, I realized, that truck is completely full of passengers. There's very limited space to store things like vests, your weapons, and things like that. So I decided to let it go because I gave them a big enough surprise just coming around that bend and spotting that Turkish checkpoint, and I'm about ready to give them an even bigger surprise. Again, as part of the mission briefing, I told them that the first thing they needed to do is to go into the town, link up with the mayor, and the mayor was going to give them directions on what they could do to help keep the town secure. Little do they know is that as they start getting close to the town, Turkey is going to start shelling it as an example to anybody else who might try to openly resist the Turkish occupation. Turkey is really up against a wall right now, and they want to make sure that things don't get any worse, which is why they are going to be doing that artillery bombardment on the town. It means everything about the mission is going to change, and this is where we're going to see the first civilian come in. So I want you guys to see exactly how they respond to it. Right now, they are discussing how they're going to be moving into the town, again, not knowing that this artillery bombardment is going to happen. They're going to try to proceed in through some of the hills and trees as a means of cover to get them inside of the town, avoiding any roads and checkpoints. So I'm excited to see how they respond to this and show you what happens, because this is the stuff I love to do with Zeus. So all of that is going to be coming up ahead.
Setting waters, you're good.
Hey guys, you might want to put your stuff in the truck.
No, don't put it in this truck. Put it in the truck you came in.
In this truck, because this truck has more space.
Here.
You're fine.
You're with Noble, so this one, the one that's waters is in.
Keep your pistol though, just in case we need to take someone out.
Worst case scenario, we're wildlife observers.
Yeah, give a Bailey over here the rocket launcher on myself.
Pence, what's going on?
I might go get my gun now. Yeah, you might want to get your guns back, guys.
I literally
Are they bombing the rioters?
Immediately. Just put your guns
Hey,
away.
everybody spread out.
Alright, so shells are
Hold your
bombing
position.
the town, guys.
Ray, can you get out of the truck? It's not like me grab my AK.
Shells coming
Getting
in.
shot at.
Negative, that's shrapnel.
Can someone grab my AK out of the truck, please? Can you just drop it to me if you can grab it?
Not letting me take it. Pence, what blew up?
Shoo! Ah.
You guys go ahead and go. I'll get a TP whenever I can.
Where are we supposed to be going?
Just hold at the, over there and pull 360.
Guys, go get a TP. You guys go ahead. I'll get a TP. Okay? Because there's no reason for y'all to sit here and wait for me whenever I have, I have stuff I have to deal with right now.
Moore's telling us to stay here.
Okay.
We're holding for Raider.
Okay.
Also, high waters.
Not everything's about you, Waters.
I love the way that TFO is really adapting to the situation despite being completely caught by surprise in what is unfolding. Not only are they going to be working to still complete their objective, which is to link up with the mayor, they're also preparing for the eventuality that they might have to treat some wounded inside of the town. That's amazing because that is actually what the next objective is. So it was cool that they were prepared for that. The area where the protest was going on, I have it set up where there's a number of wounded civilians there that they are going to have to treat. They were caught up in the artillery barrage. So as they're moving in, I'm like frantically trying to go through and apply the wounds to the civilians because I didn't want anybody to be wounded too badly when they got there and bleed out and people aren't savable. So yeah, I'm rapidly doing that as they're starting to move in. Once they get inside of the town, I'm going to take over a civilian, and using the lines from that individual from Greece who is helping out with the lines here, I'm going to be using his voice and his accent to tell the players that they're needed at this objective to try and treat the wounded. I'm interested to see how they take on this situation because they have a limited amount of medical supplies. They weren't prepared for this. And so are they going to use all of their supplies to treat these civilians knowing that they're going to have a shortage down the road? I'm kind of interested to see. And there's going to be another thing that's going to come their way a little bit later on, which I'll explain later. I don't want to throw too much at you. But they're moving into the town now, and that interaction is going to come up in a little bit. So enjoy this next section, and I'll, of course, show you the majority of this from Zoro's view so you get the on-ground perspective.
Dumb map.
Just clicking the wrong freaking thing.
I don't think he made it.
Y'all are in the city already, correct?
Affirm.
Or I'm just watching you guys hunch up in that building.
Lights out, this is Raider 1.
Go for it.
Negative, eyes on the mayor. We are in his residence. No bodies. Any idea where he could have moved to?
Foot mobile coming up, civilian.
Hey, slow down, relax.
Who are you? You definitely aren't Turkish, and you don't look Greek or AAF.
There seems to be a large amount of bodies to the northwest. Maybe he's in that pile.
No.
Kids, come here quick.
I need to know where your commanding officer is quickly.
He's coming right now.
He's coming.
Here.
That's me.
I see. Well, you must help us. Our people were in the city to protest the Turkish occupation, and artillery started falling on top of us. Those bastards are wounding and killing civilians. We need your help providing medical attention. Follow me. I'll take you to them.
Double two to rating.
Hold, we just met with a civilian. He, is asking for assistance with, the populace. I'll get you a grid ref in just a second. We're gonna follow him.
Alright guys, everybody on me,
Solid
we're gonna
copy.
follow this guy.
Copy.
I always love hearing that accent. It's so familiar.
Careful that he's
not leading us. Scratch my last. Go ahead. Pull back to me.
No.
Just
There's
keep
multiple
eyes
civilians.
level.
Oh, holy fuck.
Walking up to the church now, boys.
Copy. We're
Noble, this is Raider. We are along the, main road, or the secondary road where the, rioting position was marked. We have mass gas. We're gonna need, help.
In front of us?
double two acknowledges.
Alright.
This call.
Where did that civilian go? I want to start getting triage going.
Yeah, I
This
heard
guy
him.
is
Head
dead.
their way, boys.
Yeah.
We'll head their way.
Copy will be
Oh,
checked.
alive.
Hey, did you hear his call orders?
Noble 1, back
Yeah,
to
I
command.
heard them
Noble
heading
2.
their way. Or we'll head their way.
Copy will meet you at the ride zone. Alright, the rest
I'm
of us
here
is go
with
to the ride zone.
Well, then take command of your team.
Alright, boys, let's get it rolling. Good to see all your pretty smiling faces, except Moore's. Moore's is not pretty. Might be smiling, but not pretty. Oh, yep, this is a mass cast, I must say.
Didn't we want to stay away from the riot zone though?
There's a garage
here to the southeast. Let's move them into that. Let's set a triage up. Yeah, start. Whoever you find that's alive, move them into the garage here. We're gonna set up a triage.
I got security on the
Alrighty,
east side of the road.
I'm gonna start patching up.
Yeah, keep security up. Keep security up.
Oh.
Pitts, heads up, there's a
Then
civilian
none of
ambulance
them
that's coming
actually
in.
patching
Anybody who you guys have finished bandaging up or is not waking up, go ahead and put them in the ambulance
Well,
if you
actually,
can,
never
and
mind.
it will take them away.
Solid copy.
I got down the road to the southwest.
Alright, boys, the guy in the red construction suit is not good. He's dead.
Hey, Snack, I have a selfish request. Can you give me medic terms quick?
Noble to Raider.
Go for Raider.
We just had 2 MiGs fly over our position.
Solid copy, I see him.
I've got radar signatures.
2 MiGs.
Go for Raider.
I guess if
Whiplash
he's
to
dead,
Warlock.
I can't carry him.
Warlock should come. Go ahead.
Be advised, we had 2 fast mover MiGs go over our position.
Can I take him out?
Negative, just be advised.
Yeah, firm.
Zero, help me bandage this one up.
Trying to find more people. This one. Found another one.
Does firing on them as self-defense count?
This one? This one's still alive.
Shall we start filtering out the critical to the non-critical, placing the non-critical
Yes,
separate?
non-critical goes in the ambulance.
Here, you go ahead and go work on the guy that I just got off of.
I'm setting him outside.
Back by
Zero,
the guys.
this one just had a heart rate, but it just went away.
Ambulance. I'm stitching him right now. Stand by.
Do you have your AED on?
Is the non-crits being put?
Let's put them right outside.
Put him outside the
Zero.
Yeah, put them right outside.
Who's
the
calling
garage.
for me?
When the ambulance shows up, we'll load them up.
Jiroshu. This one I'm on. He had a pulse, but now he doesn't.
God, this guy's fucked.
Never mind, he has a heart rate of 80. I'm gonna move him.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, if...
Ambulance is coming in, ambulance.
I need help on this guy, he's severely fucked.
Is he actually?
Ambulance coming in from the east.
Hey,
Yeah,
Picking this
copy.
guy up.
Start taking your
That
turn.
guy in the front is not hurt at all. I'm working on his
This
chest.
guy in the yellow and blue.
Alright.
Sorry, yellow shirt.
I'm gonna help loading on the non-critical.
Alright,
Yeah, I
taking
got
turns
him if you want to start. Finish up the construction.
Alright, load them up, load them up.
I've got 1 super crit here.
Waters, you around, Raider?
While the players have been working on the civilians, I've been setting up the next objective for them, which is to stop a Turkish convoy from coming into the town to occupy it following the artillery bombardment. Now, they didn't know this, but the timing of that convoy was going to be dependent on what happened at that checkpoint that you saw at the beginning of this episode. If the players were to have attacked that checkpoint, I would have brought in the convoy while they are working on the civilians. That would have forced them to consider either abandoning the civilians and go focus on the convoy that's coming in, to split their forces so that way they still have some people working on the civilians, some people going to the convoy, or, you know, some other variation of that, like just holding off with the civilians as long as possible and hitting the convoy inside of the town. I mean, there's a number of different things that they could do, but since they didn't attack it, I delayed it. And so now, as they've basically finished up taking care of all the civilians, they can all fully go work on taking out that convoy. I'm going to take over that civilian again. I'm going to give them that information that the convoy is coming. I'll show them where it is on the map, and then they're going to proceed to that objective. So enjoy this next part.
All good, just confirming.
It's not like MiG-29s look like F-35s.
Yeah, we just don't have eyes up. We're
I
dealing with
need
the
to
mass
know
gas
where
here.
your commanding
Yeah,
officer
fair
is
enough.
quickly.
Whiplash to Warlock.
Warlock to go ahead.
Go to secondary channel.
I need to know where your commanding officer is quickly.
What do you need?
I just received word that a Turkish convoy is coming this way. If selling our town wasn't enough, it looks like they mean to occupy it. I don't know how many troops or what kind of vehicles are coming, but I can show you on your map where they are coming from. Eliminate the convoy and keep our town safe. Good luck.
Yeah, we can do that. Go ahead and show me on the map.
You can't load them.
Yeah, if you can't load them, pick them up and hold on them. We're gonna probably move them somewhere safe for now. One second.
I should clarify that there's actually 2 convoys that are going to be coming into the town. The one that I have designated as the main force is going to consist of a number of trucks and other vehicles carrying infantry and a BTR at the front of it. There's also going to be a smaller but more heavily armored convoy coming in from the north that's going to consist of 2 BTRs and 2 T-72s. The hope is that the convoy to the north will be taken out by Task Force Odin's air component. If they're not able to neutralize that northern convoy, well, then they could end up coming into the town, come in behind the ground element, neutralize them, and that'll make a bad day for everybody. So you'll see kind of how this all unfolds, how Task Force Odin takes care of these 2 convoys, and the action that is up ahead. So enjoy it.
Apparently Waters has shit going on.
Yeah, Waters' girlfriend, we can hear you.
Howdy, boys.
Oh,
my girlfriend
hi,
had my headset on, so she was relaying to me what you guys were saying.
Aw, is she becoming an operator?
Fast mover.
That's what I told her. She was using the mouse to like look around, and I said, "Oh wow, look, you're an operator now."
Get ready, here they come.
Sure.
Let's get some, boys!
Hoorah!
Yeah, maybe don't shoot the rocket 2 feet from my feet, please.
And nothing apparently.
Zoro, I'm gonna need you. My leg's messed up.
I'm at the church.
My bad.
Hey Ray,
Hey, I got a helo landing southwest.
Well, Zoro, can you call us from the church because I can't make it to you. I'm gonna get shot if I go that way.
And I'm gonna get shot if I go that way.
Hey, Noble, get up and move. We're gonna move towards Raiders' Paws. They need help.
I can't move. My leg's messed up.
Alright, well, get your legs splinted and then let's go. Zoro and Bailey, stay back with DeRocher. Everybody else, move up.
Already ahead of you.
Hit it right in the face.
Ray, hold at your paws real quick for me.
Check. ABC's clear. I hear another helicopter coming in.
Where the fuck are you, DeRocher?
By the trench. Yeah, I just have the bandage on my head so I don't bleed out.
Hey, helicopter behind us.
Zoro, open up your C-tab. I'm right in front of you.
I'm right here.
You got him, Zoro?
Yeah, I got him. Are you using a SAM splint right now on you?
Huh?
No, for some reason it's not giving me the option, so I'm just bandaging.
No, if you're already blue, so
My head's messed up.
You don't need a splint.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Oh wait. I didn't stitch your head. If I don't stitch your, stay right there. Just stay. If I don't stitch you, you're just gonna open up again.
Oh, he's stitching me.
And
Raider, this is lights out. Message over.
Go.
Go for Raider.
Elements of the northern convoy are actually starting to move into the town now. They'll actually be coming in behind Noble in just a little bit. They're at the road coming north.
Told us to stay back here.
That's coming north into the town.
They're a bit spread out, actually. Good lord.
Solid copy.
Alright, guys.
They're very spread out.
Noble, we're going back to our last position.
Convoys aren't being nice today.
Some of the armor made it through, and we have to take them out. I know, just running
fast
everywhere
mover.
Today.
They're still up. They're getting bandaged.
User entered your channel.
Looks like a scout helo.
I saw one helo dropping off troops southwest in the town.
Got you.
Oh, I think there might be shooting at the civvies that we rescued.
Okay, Noble, there's looking like, from what our reconnaissance is saying, we've got some BTRs. AR is going to try and take out the T-72s that are behind them, but we're not sure.
Where are?
Right in front of us. Everybody clear Bailey. Bailey. Good shot. I'm moving up to this ruined house to the north.
Oh, there's a second convoy.
Moving to destroyed house.
User in your channel timed out.
We just lost air support.
Hey, Burn.
User entered your channel.
Hey, Zoro. If you could move up to the destroyed house with us, I could use a stitch.
Alright, I
Never mind,
can't
Zoro.
move faster than a walk, so I don't know. I can't go anywhere.
Alright, somebody, wherever Bailey's at, just start moving towards this destroyed house. Don't get in it, there's already too many of us in here.
The helicopter's going back towards the hill. I'm hearing a car behind us.
Yep.
More, you got 3 mags in your backpack.
Thank you.
The car's still functional.
Waters just ran in front of me. He's down.
Waters, you good? Waters, you good?
It's just a bruise right now or whatever, but...
Yeah, I'm stitching you.
Can I get a morphine and an epi?
Sure.
Thank you.
With the convoys essentially destroyed, I'm going to give Task Force Odin their final objective for this mission, but that is going to be in the next episode since we've gone far enough into this mission, and it's going to take quite a while for them to complete. It's going to require them leaving the town and things like that. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this, and I really hope the guys on the ground had fun playing this out, because I still feel like I'm very rusty with Zeus. I'm trying to remember the last time that I Zeused an op for somebody, and it has been a long time. But at the end of the day, like I said, I just hope people enjoy it. That's what matters to me more than anything else. If you guys want to see what the next episode is, make sure you guys subscribe, hit the bell icon. You guys saw all that pop up earlier in the episode. I appreciate Zorro for sending me his perspective of things. I think it's helpful for you guys to be able to see not only what I'm doing, but what the impacts are on the ground. That is always a really cool thing to see. Even from a Zeus perspective, just because I enjoy being able to see what people are saying about the different actions that I take, how people react to it. I think it's good feedback too, just as Zeus to get that on the ground perspective. So again, Zorro, thank you for sharing that with me. Also, big thanks to everybody at Patreon for helping support me. I obviously will make sure that they show up on here. You guys are awesome, and you all know I could not do this without you, so thank you for your support. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. War is hell. You don't have to worry, because Warfighters, I've got your 6.